I want to tell you a little bit of what I'm going to be trying to get across to you and teaching in the next couple of weeks. The problem with our country, there are three kinds of laws. There's nature's law, judicial law, and social contract, and they all work together. Nature's law is don't kill, don't lie, don't covet, don't steal, don't commit adultery, those things. These are based on basically the Ten Commandments, because that's what we were based on. They're God's laws. They just never change. We all know you don't kill people. We all know you don't lie. It's bad. Don't steal. Adultery, bad. It's bad for society. But God didn't put punishments there. Moses did. That's where the judicial law comes in. In the Old Testament, it's Moses that did it. But now it's our Constitution. So we say, don't kill. What's the punishment? Life in prison. Don't lie. Well, in some cases, it's perjury. Don't covet. There's no penalty for that. Don't steal. If this isn't the Constitution, this is instead Sharia law, then they'll cut your hands off. Adultery. They'll stone you to death. But we don't do that. We don't do either of those. You steal, you go to jail. Why? Because we have grown. We've progressed. Adultery, nothing. There's no punishment for that. But that doesn't make these invalid. Just because we say we're not going to punish through judicial law adultery doesn't make it okay. It just means we have a constitution, not Sharia. That's for you and your God and your church to work out. That's why the church can excommunicate you. But the judicial law is not going to do this. But judicial law changes over time. But nature's law never does. These are right and wrong truths. These change over time. We used to stone people. We don't. Some places do. Now, at the end, there's the social contract, parking tickets, jaywalking, speeding, welfare. The things that we all say, okay, we need to take care of people that can't help themselves. These are things we vote on as a republic, as people. But they cannot violate nature's laws. They can't. That's our social contract. It's the lowest of all three laws. The important thing to remember here is social contract law never allowed to trump nature's law. Nature's law is what establishes your inalienable rights. You have a right not to be killed. You have a right to liberty. Somebody can't just pick you up off the streets and hold you indefinitely. You have a right to due process. No matter what a vote of the majority says, they cannot take away your right to life, liberty, or property. They can't. A vote of the majority cannot take your right away to defend yourself. It can't. A social contract law is never allowed to surpass a nature law. And the same thing with judicial law. Whether it's self-defense, due process, or anything like that, nature's law must win every time. Today, what we have done is we say we don't stone adulterers anymore. That's good. We have to progress past the natural law. No, we don't stone adulterers. Good. But you don't go so far to say, adultery, who are you to say adultery's bad? You don't need judicial law. It hurts society. You don't override natural law. A good example, 10 Commandments. Don't bear false witness. You don't lie. That's why we have perjury on the books. The problem is we are picking and choosing for perjury. We're picking and choosing exactly what to do, and we are discrediting all of these. These must remain true.